Pittsburgh Pap here, doing our 2012 Jeep Patriot again. Today in the mail, we got two LED energy-saving headlights from Chussyray. I don't know if I got the right model here because nowhere on the box does it tell me the part number that's included, and the part number that I need, the 9008 or H13s, is not even listed on this box. So hopefully we have the right ones in the box. So let's see what's inside. There's supposed to be two of them. LED headlamps. Side by side, they look identical to the 9008s until you put them like this, and you can tell the difference. With the original Philips 9008 on one side, Extreme Visions, and these new Chussyray LEDs. Now they claim there's a cooling fan in these. Well, that's what the advertisement said, but it doesn't look like this model has it. It was pretty hard to study exactly what I was going to get in the mail, but they claimed it was going to fit, and it certainly looks like it's going to fit. I don't think this one has a cooling fan like some of the earlier models. And also, in the earlier, like 5 years ago, you can find videos of guys upgrading to LEDs, and they had to put resistor wires on there so that they didn't flicker or create noise on your radio and stuff. And those had to be like soldered into place. The resistors, if that's what you call them, are already built into this one. So that's a big upgrade. The biggest thing is just crazy. If I was to buy two of these again, they're $40. These were $13.59 shipped to the house on eBay. I had to go drive to get these, but these were shipped to the house for $13.59. There's two of them in the box. The ad sitter would be two, and there is two. There's the other one. Now, it gets complicated from here because what I want to show you is a dark stretch of road near my house with the halogen lights, and then drive that same dark stretch of road with the new LEDs and let you decide whether they're brighter or not. So I'm going to go ahead and drive down that stretch of road now with my current halogens, and then replace these and go down and drive that same stretch of road, and you can see whether you like the LEDs better or not. Simple as that. These are supposed to be plug and play. I'm looking forward to that because it's really easy to change. Plenty of videos on how to change light bulbs on a Patriot or Compass, so you don't have to watch me do that. They just unscrew, and I mean, it's really easy. So go look that video up when it's time to change yours. But this is a video comparing the Chussyray LEDs with the Philips halogens, Extreme Vision. I'm not going to get into the Luxes and the Ks and all the other letters that come with these things. I'll just put them in the car and drive it, and you can decide whether you think they're better or not. Pittsburgh Pap going on an adventure. Okay, here we go. Camera's having trouble focusing. We're going to run the low beams until we get to the top of this hill. But I'm dropping the camera. You can see it just pretty much lights up the one side of the road here. When we get to the top of the hill, we'll switch to high beams. And I'm going to try and duplicate this again with the LEDs. You can see how it's pretty yellow. Now these halogens, the newest one I have is 5 years old. The other one's probably 10 years old. Because I had to swap out a burnout low beam the other day, which is why I got into this project. And when I went shopping, I kept seeing LEDs mentioned. I'm like, well, maybe I ought to look into those. And so I did, so we're having this test. Alright, now we're going to switch to the high beams. That's the high beams. I've got to tell you, it looks a lot brighter in the camera than it does in front of my car. You're looking through the camera lens, it's doing its own improvement on the lighting. I'll pick a spot to stop here and turn around and go back home and swap the headlights. Here's a driveway here. This is where I'll stop the next test also. These are the halogen headlights looking back at the car. Now I'm going to put in the LEDs and take that picture next, then we'll go for our test drive. Holy Moses, can you tell which one's the LED? And if you don't understand what LED means, it's the one on the right. That's amazing. We're going to do both. Well, we ran into a snafu. This part is supposed to be attached to that part. This part is the one that latches into the electrical connection, and then when it's all put into the headlamp assembly, it all holds in place. But there's nothing to hold this into place when this is missing, or not in properly and not attached. So I don't know whether I'm going to super glue that or try it without it, but this is going to take some thinking. It's not what's supposed to happen, it's not what happened with the first one. Okay, the cost of this project just shot up by 25 cents for my single serving super glue. Of course, I got all over my hands too, but that happens. I don't know how, but it did. So we're going to wait for the glue to dry and we're right back on track. We got both LEDs installed. You can compare that, go back and take a look at the halogens from the front end. Now we're going to go for our test drive. And here we are, broke down alongside the road, didn't even make it to our test point. They were working fine, and then drove about a half mile and they quit. Total, utter failure. So no more $13.59 LED Chussyray headlamps. Forget about it. Now I gotta figure out how to get home. I think I brought my old bulbs with me, but I don't know for sure. We're gonna go find out.